Okay, there we go. All right, hey guys, how is everyone doing tonight? So hope you're doing well. Did take the night off last night to do some takeout and to make sure my kitchen actually fucking stay clean for once. But today I'm back and I'm here to just be really unprepared and basically have no idea what the hell I'm doing because I was doing like 7 things and only like one of them got done, and that was this. So yeah, so just like bear with me. I've got the meat defrosting in the microwave right now. We are going to do a Bolognese sauce tonight because I did want to show y'all like really how to do that. Super simple, super healthy, frankly fucking delicious. And the absolute best part of this is that the Bolognese sauce, if you follow it the way I do, it can be done completely vegan. It depends if you want to use like a meat substitute, of course, because I'm using sausage and pork, or sausage and beef in this one. You can do like just a regular pomodoro sauce that's not adding any of the meat or milk, because milk does go in this sauce. It helps make the sauce really rich. It makes the meat super tender. So, or you can do a sauce called an arrabbiata, which is a spicy pomodoro sauce. So spicy red, also vegan. So, and of course, you know, gluten free and all that bullshit. But I was actually in the process of making bread. It was rising outside because it's too cold in my apartment right now. But I'm going to shape that out real quick and get it re-rising, and then we're going to start. So. This is a super simple dough recipe. Just boom. Just knock all this air out of here. Mix it around. So, it's like 2 cups water, 1 cup, or 2 cups flour, 2 3/4 cup flour, between 1 1/4 and 1 cup water, and then you do what was it? A 1/2 tablespoon of sugar, active yeast, and salt. Mix the yeast, water, and sugar together. Make sure it comes to a froth. This way, you know that your yeast is alive. If it doesn't, toss it, get better yeast. You have wasted your flour. You're like, you don't need to mix all this stuff. No, actually, you don't. Like 100% you do not, but it just makes life a little bit easier. So, reshape this. Set this back outside. Actually, no, it's nice and warm in here. I can leave this one here. So, okay. Let's get all of this off the counter, out of my way. Same as before. Celery, carrots, onions. I'm using Cento brand tomatoes. You can use any brand you want, really. I love canned tomatoes. I do. There's nothing wrong with them. If you want to use fresh, be my guest, of course, but make sure they are 100% at the peak of their ripeness. By buying canned tomatoes, I'm already guaranteeing they are. So, yeah. Because even Walmart packages their, what am I going here? Even Walmart packages their tomatoes from like field to can in like 3, 4, 5 hours, something like that. So, yeah. I got some Cento. It's a brand I actually like. I think it's Italian. I don't know, it's really good. It's from New Jersey, apparently. But, yeah, I like this brand. San Marzano are the absolute best tomatoes you could ever use for any kind of a red sauce, be it Bolo, Pomodoro, but I can't fucking find them right now. And when I did, it was like $4.50 a can. I'm not trying to pay that. This is like $1.50. I will say I do not recommend using Hunt's brand tomatoes for tomato sauce. I did that once. The sauce was not good, and it took me like an hour to get it to where it was actually, you know, it was fine, but I was like, this should be better than this. Like, I actually paid extra money for these tomatoes. So, don't use Hunt's brand tomatoes. Honestly, Walmart brand tomatoes work way better than Hunt's. So, just stick with those. But, doing a big batch here. So, let's get these onions a-peeling. First onions down. There's nobody watching me. I have one person pop up so far. I didn't advertise today at all. So, that's kind of my fault. Oh my god. Ah. Oh, there's somebody. Hello. Yeah, I was just telling my husband I didn't advertise at all what I was doing today, or even the time I was going, and I'm fucking late. So, nobody really being here is in the shock. So, but, you know, whatever. The most important thing is getting the knowledge out there. So, let's get my onions. I want it kind of thin. Like, I want a chunky sauce, but I don't want too chunky of a sauce. Again, that's a preference. If you want to take the whole thing and put an immersion blender in there, you can. Just be careful. If your sauce turns orange, you've oxidized it and you're going to lose a lot of flavor. You can put it in like a blender or a food processor and pulse it slowly, giving it a few seconds after each pulse. Because, again, if it turns orange, you've gone too far. And there's no going back from an over-oxidized tomato sauce. It's still going to be good, but it's not going to be as good as it was. There we go. Okay. One onion down. And again, you can buy this already done, like the mirepoix mix, carrots, onion, celery. You can buy the mix already chopped up, all 100% uniform and beautiful. I've used that many times in the past, but since most people are cooking at home right now, they're taking all the shortcuts they can. So, the fresh produce section looks beautiful. The spaghetti sauce section is damn near barren because a lot of people just don't fucking know how to cook, or they just can't fucking be bothered. Even in times of quarantine and stay at home and blah blah blah, they're still like, nope, can't be bothered. Open a jar of sauce, take these fucking kids, take my family. So I know it's not the case for everybody, but that is the case for some people. They just literally can't be bothered. They got nothing else going on. So they're like, yeah, fuck it, I'm good. I'll find something else. I'll go watch this show on Netflix instead of making dinner for my family. My celery. How many stalks do I have left? 1, 2, 3. Oh, just at 4. Perfect. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Hey, Shelby. Oh, Shelby, when this is all done, we got to get together. I know you're here, like you're here now, as opposed to where you were. So, yeah, we got to get together when this is all said and done. Go get some Mexican food. see if you can break the curse that Sierra, Brian, and I, and Joshua had. Every time we went out to eat somewhere, it was absolutely horrible. The food, the service, something like went terribly wrong. Sometimes both. Now normally, you cut your celery into 2 strips. I'm going 4 for these, because again, I want it small. It'll shrink down a little bit when it's cooking, but I want to just make sure. Quickly do that. It's cut straight down the center of the rib, the 2 pieces. Cut that piece into 2 pieces. Real, you know, second grade math. But you'd be surprised. That piece is pretty small, so I marked that already. Yeah. Again, I'm going kind of fast here. A, because I fucking can. B, because I am a little bit behind schedule of where I want it to be right now, because I couldn't get off my damn video game. So, trying to make up for lost time. If you are cooking along with this, you like the non-live version, of course, and you want to pause it, you catch up, be my guest. Like, that's why these videos are going to stay like online, just so people can have them as like references, so you can see like the cooking and stuff in real time. Just get 3 carrots out of here. Not too good. Not too. Quick wash. I don't have any aluminum foil, but I don't even know who said that. But honestly, celery and stuff doesn't really last that long around here, so I tend to find a reason to use it. So actually, you just reminded me, I am roasting off some garlic because I plan on making a compound butter later tonight, and I needed to pull that out of the oven. Thank you. Okay, I have cut my carrots straight down the center. Do that one more time. Actually, this big old thick, and I'm gonna cut it a couple times. Just because, you know, I want everything pretty small. It's easier to cut into like strips like this and then cut it like widthwise, because it just makes your life a little bit easier. And please, for the love of God, do not speed along with a knife if you're not familiar with knives. Like if you're not experienced using them. You can cut the ever-loving fuck out of yourself. I mean, your body will heal, of course, but you could end up losing a finger, and you're definitely going to ruin dinner. And nobody wants that. You spend money on this. You probably want to keep your finger too, but you know, that's on you. I don't know you. So, you do you. Okay. Got the butter and stuff out, resting for the compound butter. Mainly I'm doing it because when I went and got the basil tonight, thank God that's done. Nope, you're not done. I was only able to find basil at one place, and they had a big thing of it, which I'm not mad about at all. But, you know, I wanted less basil, but I got a lot of basil. Hey Indy, hey Kaylee. Okay. Onions, carrots, celery in the pan. Let's put you in. Just a little bit of salt. to help draw out the moisture. Not a lot. Remember, this won't be the last time we season this. Turn it on, about medium high. If noon is off, turn it to 3. And like 1 is, you know, hot. I don't know. 0 off, 10 is the hottest it goes. Put it on like a 7.5. Just want to sweat these off for just a couple of minutes. You feel like you're trying to snap on me. All my favorite utensils are trying to die on me. It's pissing me off. Yeah, I got half a pot of just veggies here. Big glug of oil. Two of these, 1 can of water, can of tomato paste. Got some sausage, and I've got some beef. We'll do a mix of it. Let's see. So I'm going to turn you off. I don't need you on anymore. But yeah, all I could find was the big thing of basil, which I'm not mad for needing more compound butter anyway. But tonight I'm going to do a compound garlic basil butter. Good, that's nice and soft. Okay. Basically, I wrapped that up, drizzled it with olive oil, the whole clove. I peeled it as best I could. Kept it all together. Drizzled with olive oil. Put it in the oven at 350 for an hour. Roast the garlic. Why would you spend like $7 for that in the store when you can make it at home for 50 cents? Like, yeah. You know what I'll consider buying the roasted garlic like that is when usually this Kroger has it on sale, like the manager special, like the little half-pint tubs for like $2, because it's normally about $6 to $10 for that shit. Like, I don't fucking think so. But love roasted garlic, so creamy, so delicious. Doesn't quite have that like sharp burn most garlic has. So, speaking of garlic, there's gonna be plenty in this sauce because I'm fucking making it, so of course it's gonna be like garlic heavy. I could just use some of that, but I want to actually all of that, about a cup and a half of basil and 2 sticks of salted butter are gonna make my compound butter. Like that just has to cool. That's way too hot right now. Let it get room temperature. Get my basil out, chop the fuck out of it. Mix it all up in a bowl, lay it in some plastic wrap in the log, shape it, put it in the freezer, and I'm done. And I'm good. I then have compound butter whenever I need it. So it's just basil and garlic. You can put anything in you want. Blue cheese actually is really good. It's like a good steak butter. I've done blue cheese butter before. It's like chive and garlic is good. Anything in garlic really. So. But again, if you did buy the pre-cooked stuff, you can pretty much start the video here. You can use powdered garlic, but honestly this stuff tends to be cheaper. Just not going to put this in yet. Cleared it up to about an 8. Tomatoes, I like the crushed tomatoes. It's more of the texture I approve of, and I'm not going to be running this through my immersion blender because most of y'all don't have immersion blenders. So crushed tomatoes work great. Again, if you get the San Marzano, I've only ever seen them in paste and like whole. So they're amazing whole. Just squish them up with your hands. Get a potato masher, you know, whatever you got. You get a nice, really super chunky sauce. But yeah. Go ahead. Get my cans open. Smear that off. I want all this tomato goodness. You ever wonder why the pasta sauce was so good in like an Italian restaurant? It's 9 times out of 10 because they're using San Marzano tomatoes. And once I throw this on the pot, it's not going to be ready immediately. It needs to cook down for at least like 45 minutes or so. But we're getting there. Get all this going. In just a minute. I'm going to 2 birds, 1 stone this. I'm going to add the sausage and the beef to this. I just want to give the veggies a head start because they have way more cooking to do. Look, a whole piece of it is. Okay, come here. How'd you escape? Which it does happen. A big ass deer. No, it's 4 pieces of carrot. Again, shit happens. So. Cook. Let's get a little more moisture out of it before I add all of this. How are you? Okay, you're defrosted. You're good. Turn that around just so the heat's hitting evenly on both sides while it's rising. Just some bread from earlier. So. Hello, Leilani. Hey, Tiffany. Leilani, am I saying your name right? Sorry, if I'm butchering it, I'm sorry. Leonie? Maybe? That's pretty. I was saying it wrong though. Yeah, my bad. So, tip, I am doing the bolo tonight, which is, of course, meat sauce with the milk and everything in it. You can always do, like, you know, fake meat, of course. Or you can just not add the meat, do everything else, and you have a completely vegan, amazing pasta sauce. So, hey, Brad. I say that because I know, at least the last time Tiffany and I had a kind of natural conversation, it's been a while, she was vegetarian. Or pescatarian, I believe. Well, it's hard to remember all these people and their preferences and choices and blah, blah, blah. I just mainly ask again and again and again and again and again. Okay. That's cooked out enough. You get in there. You get in there. This is a very flimsy spoon to be working with right now, but it will get easier after just a minute or so. Let me dispose of this and give a quick wash. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and change it. Robert, the trick to thawing in the microwave is the defrost setting. I don't know what kind of microwave you have. Mine has a defrost setting. Everyone of our own has actually had it. So just follow the instructions. If you want to set it out the night before, put it in the fridge. If you're headed to work or something, want to set it out for the night, I recommend putting it in, again, in the fridge, and put it out, and pulling it out, like setting in the sink as soon as you get home. Overnight, it'll almost be unthawed, but yeah. Take this cooking, get this all nice and browned up. I think I'm actually going to add some more tomato sauce to it. Yeah, this is sausage and beef. You can do all beef, you can do all sausage. I honestly prefer like a half and half. But this is great for anything, like use it on lasagnas, use it in any kind of pasta, with any kind of pasta that'll hold still. Yeah, it's great lasagna though. And get my little thing of tomato paste open too. But I'm also going to use that with that concentrated Mater flavor. A lot of the recipes you see call for a little bit of sugar to go in your sauce. Since I added carrots, I don't need the sugar to add. I don't need to add any more sugar to my sauce. I have the all-natural sugar from the carrots already in it. And of course, this is all going to be tasted and blah blah blah, like 14 fucking times. But you will notice this is way better than anything that has ever come out of a jar. Unless you use Hunt's tomatoes, that stuff is garbage. Do not use it. There's a reason that spaghetti sauce is like 70 cents at Publix. Okay, like don't use it. Yes, you can put it on chitlins, Robert, since you want to try to troll my chat. Goes great on chitlins. Shove it up in there. Almost all of the pink is out of this now. Once all the pink is out, you want to give it another minute or two, just to make 100% sure. It's still going to cook for like another at least 45 minutes from this point, but you know, just always double check it. You ain't sorry for nothing, Robert, you little liar. You know what you're doing. You know I still love you. What is that? Oh, hey, Alan. It's in there. Go ahead and get my garlic going. Again, any real questions, y'all feel free. Or Robert, if you want to ask something innate again, by all means. Garlic is in, right? Make sure you're continuously scraping down the sides. Carrots, especially, for some reason, love sticking to the side of a damn pan. Station set up over here. I'm going to be draining into a bowl that's in my sink, but not into the sink itself. Get my colander. That's perfect. Stay. This smells phenomenal as it is. It's not going to taste that great, but it smells phenomenal. It'll taste way better once it's done. Drain this off. Let that drain off for just a second. I can still hear the grease and everything dripping. So, once it kind of slows down, give it the old tappity tap tap. Back in the pan. Add our tomatoes. I'm going to put about a half a can of water in here usually. But we're going to be adding the milk. So let's do it. This makes the about a cup. This makes the meat so soft, so tender. Oh my God. I know, it's really, really weird, but if you ever ordered a Bolognese sauce at an actual Italian restaurant, there's a 90% chance of that milk in it. But, oh, that's actually looking good. With this, with the temp, I'm going to add a little bit of water to the cans and swirl it around just to get those extra bits and maters out. Because again, I paid for this, I want it all. Bring that to a boil. Let it reduce to a simmer. Once it comes up to a boil, turn it down, let it simmer. While that's happening, get your basil. See this giant ass thing of basil I got? You don't need all this, but compound butter. Because yeah, I would never go through this much basil, like for anything. Unless I made pesto or whatever. What's this question? Yes. It's the only thing in here. Just a little bit of salt. We'll add some pepper. Gonna go ahead and add the tomato paste. Just a whole can. I don't do a lot of recipes that call for like a half a can because I will never use the other half of that can. It'll sit in my fridge until I throw it out in like 2-3 fucking decades. Let this go. If you want to taste it now, you can. The sausage does have a good bit of seasoning to it as well, so that's something to take into consideration. Always taste before and after you season something. Don't just be like, no, oh, that's perfect, or no, that needs so much salt that I just move on. No, taste that shit. Don't just add salt then taste, because you can't take it out. Always add it, can't take it out. Just for hell. Needs a good bit of salt. And the acidity of the tomatoes is pretty high right now, so it's got to cook down some. Go ahead and grab a lid. And turn that down. It just started to plop, plop, plop on me, so good timing. Go ahead, stem me some basil over here. This amount of basil is great if you want to do like a pesto or something. So, I did a really good pesto one time with toasted hazelnuts, actually. Just hit with a little bit of lemon juice at the end. So, that was actually really good. Pesto is one of the uncooked sauces. Out. And as soon as I kill this video, I'm going to have to go back and stem the rest of this. Because I noticed when I got it, it was the absolute last one they had. I noticed when I got it that it was already starting to turn. So I'm like, shit. Compound butter it is. But as soon as that gets all done, ball it together in your hand, start letting a little bit out at a time, and start slicing. You can do it, what's the term, chiffonade, where you lay the basil leaves on top of one another, like nice and flat. Then you roll them up into like a really tight cigar and cut, and you have these like julienne strings of basil. It's called basil chiffonade. But we ain't that fancy tonight. And I got like 100 fucking leaves of basil here. I'm definitely not going to do that for a compound butter. Just chippity chop, chippity chop. There's still a little bit of garlic on the cutting board, and that's fine because there's garlic in the sauce. So, everything that's on this cutting board so far has been raw. So why bother trying to change it up, you know? Stir. Get this in here. Now this just needs to simmer for about 30 minutes. Once it's done, season of course. I'm going to add some lemon juice to it. Benji, sure. Yeah, sounds good. I'm into it. Who asked the sugar question? Robert, I don't know if you were here or not when I said it earlier. I'm not adding any sugar to it unless it absolutely needs it. Simply because I had the carrots in there, and the natural sugars that will counteract the acid in the tomatoes. So you don't really need to add any extra sugar. Like if it needs it, I will, of course. But that's another reason why you want to taste things, because every tomato is different. Every fresh tomato, every canned tomato, everything's different. Like it changes all the time. You got to always be tasting it because it changes like every day. Sounds like an Iron Chef challenge. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'm into it. So, I mean, you're going to lose. So, since you want to make it a challenge. Basil. Oh, God. Yeah, definitely needs to cook down. Definitely needs a good bit of salt. So, And somebody else is showing up. Hello, new person. Because somebody always shows up, like, right when I go to end these things. But, yeah, good times. Good times. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to squeeze the juice of half a lemon into it. Or probably this size, a whole lemon, into it at the end. And I'm going to be done after I go season it to taste. But, yeah, super simple, you guys. Like, I'm only, what, 35 minutes in here, 40 maybe? And if you buy the frozen shit, it's even faster. So, but yeah, I will talk to y'all in a bit. I am going to actually go ahead and end this video now. Then I'm going to start up another one for the compound butter because, let me see if my butter is soft enough. Oh yeah. That is soft enough. So I'm going to kill this video for the Bolognese, and start up a video for the compound butter. So, yeah. So, thank y'all for watching, and I guess come right back.